Hello Taurus or Taurus Cross Watcher, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel, welcome to this video. So today I'm going to be doing a general and love reading for you. We'll see kind of what it looks like. So this can be between you and your person. The energies in here are kind of interchangeable to you or your person. Okay, so you definitely could be dealing with a fire sign here. It looks like someone's really feeling the void right now in one way or another. Apologies, I just dropped like all of my cards just now. So, like I said, it looks like someone is really feeling the void in one way or another. It seems like it's kind of passion related, it could be sex related, but it could also be like emotionally. Someone's kind of feeling this emptiness, this void perhaps. And as a consequence of this, they're kind of being self-destructive right now. They could be overworking themselves. They could just be indulging in self-destructive behavior in general, of some sort. But yeah, this is like someone is this could also be someone who's over-sacrificing for some kind of goal, to meet some kind of standard, to accomplish something. And of course it's good to be passionate, it's good to be motivated, etc. But there is a point of overworking, there is a point of sacrificing too much for something when it's unnecessary, if this makes sense. So it looks like that's what someone is going through here, and like I said, it seems like it's because they have this emotional or some kind of void. Everyone has a little bit of a void sometimes. They feel like they need this fulfillment, but someone is like perhaps searching for this fulfillment a little too much externally. Of course, you're going to have a lot of your fulfillment be external, but it's like if you're constantly, it's like a feedback loop almost, that you won't necessarily feel fulfilled if you're like overworking yourself. It just doesn't feel right, if this makes sense. But I think it's a great thing to do stuff, just don't do it to a point of self-destruction, if this makes sense. Alright, so interesting. It's like you or this person, there's some kind of situation that someone feels stuck in, and this could be in their mind. They're stuck in this past situation in their mind, so their present kind of has this void I'm talking about, and it's a little bit confusing, like the center of their life is in the past, so their present doesn't feel right because it's all about the past in their head, if this makes sense. So they don't realize the way that they're behaving right now. You could be dealing with a Cancer with the Queen of Cups. So, interesting. Someone could be really wanting to, this could also be someone being very hard on themselves because they don't feel like they're receiving this love or this offer perhaps from a specific person. It's like they're like, why don't I meet this person's standards? What can I change about myself so that this person will show their affection to me? It's almost like this kind of mindset for some people. Could be a goal or it could be a person, so that's where the differences in behavior kind of comes from. But someone could be like actually trying to sacrifice parts of their identity or parts of their behavior in order to feel like they're worthy or acceptable of receiving love from a certain person or just from the people that they're interested in general. So there's a fine line between self-improvement for the sake of wanting to be the best person that you can and changing yourself in order to try to meet someone else's standards, if this makes sense, or just societal standards. But it's not necessarily like in touch with what you want or what you want to be or who you are, if this makes sense. Okay, so someone could definitely be dealing with some kind of suppressed emotion here, and there could have been some kind of rejection, or there could have been someone who was kind of indifferent to you, but they're treating you differently at this point than they used to. Like, they could have just not really cared, or been kind of aloof, been acting like they're always interested in something else or someone else, but now they've perhaps developed these feelings and emotions for you. This could also be that Okay, this could also be someone who isn't sure what is good for them emotionally here. Like, they have their mind kind of confused about what they should be rejecting and accepting because of some weird standards. This could be some people where it's like, they'll have these standards. It's good to have standards, of course. Have standards for yourself, no problem. But sometimes you have to be careful with what you're choosing to look for in other people, and if you're looking for traits and qualities that are going to perhaps make you look better, or traits and qualities that are going to help you get along better, if this makes sense. Like, instead of looking for someone who's just, an example, like, instead of looking for someone who's rich or like attractive, look for someone who's like sweet and understanding, if this makes sense. Like, the difference between that, not that it's bad to want to be with someone attractive or rich, but it's like these standards aren't necessarily what's best for this person's emotional well-being. It's more for like to have an image, a certain image. So then it's like rejecting what's, if you're doing that, you can reject things that would actually be good for you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, etc. This makes sense to you. Nothing wrong with certain standards, but I was just saying, like, wanting to fit a certain ideal, so making the wrong sacrifices in decisions is mostly what this is about. Interesting. So something could be kind of picking up pace in your life with accelerated motion here. Could have been something that was going a little bit slow and now it's going faster and faster. Like, this could be like a hobby, a project, a TV show. I don't know. It could just seem like time is randomly just going by faster in general for you. Like, oh, where did that week just go? That didn't feel like a week. This could also be with another person, another progression of a relationship. Maybe you're going slow at first and now you're kind of picking up pace, etc. So we have trapped in fear. And this does make a lot of sense to me here with these cards, because it's like someone is trapping themselves out of fear of rejection. They want approval perhaps. So they're doing these things. This could also be that they're trapped in fear. Like how I was saying, someone's really stuck in their head about a certain situation. And it's like they don't need to fear this anymore. Like, these fears are just coming from, it's like someone's lying to themselves in their head. It's not necessarily the reality. I'm not really getting that this is a situation that's like someone's actually at danger or is in a situation that they should be scared and try to figure out what they should do. It's like this is a falsified type of fears and understanding of perhaps what they should be. So it's like fear of, someone's scared of being themselves, or of not accomplish something, or of not obtaining something. Yeah, and this is like really getting in the way of someone's happiness, because they have these fears about maybe what they should look like, what they should act like, where their life should go, how their relationship dynamic should look, etc. And by trying to be this certain standard or fit these certain standards, whatever, it's like this is really draining their happiness, because they're choosing things that aren't for their internal happiness. It's for a certain appearance. That's sad. Okay, we have forgiveness here. Interesting. So, someone could be working on offering you forgiveness. You could be working on... Oh, we have romance here. Interesting. You could be forgiving someone from a romantic situation in your past. Like you could have had some romance with someone, and perhaps you're forgiving yourself for the way that it went. Perhaps you're forgiving this person for their actions towards you. Kind of just letting that go because perhaps it was getting in the way of your happiness. But yeah, someone could be offering you forgiveness. You could be asking for someone's forgiveness. Give in to passion. So I think if this sounds like this resonates with you, this could also be the person that you're dealing with if they seem like they are in this situation. But if this resonates with you, what I'm getting from this card, give in to passion, is like really truly understand what in real time gives you joy rather than these fantasies or whatever that you think you want this, but in real time, on a day-to-day basis, what gives you joy? Could be music, could be cats, could be playing an instrument, could be a hobby. Focus on these things that while you're doing it or immediately after, you feel good. And this will help guide you to what should be in your life. If this sounds like you, where you're struggling with these decisions and trying to fit these standards or whatever for a certain image, rather than for your emotional well-being. Meditation for clarity. I think meditation is really important if it's not something that you already do. It just helps to clear your mind, get you in a different space, just kind of shifts your thoughts. It's not like immediate, like you have a whole different brain, but it's just like helps with your mental well-being. It does. And maybe this is about, you should meditate on what really gives you happiness, energy, what really gives you passion, what really makes you want to get up in the morning, what really makes you want to, or what makes you feel like your best self or your most true self, things like this. It's like a lot of internal dialogue that needs to happen if this sounds like you. Okay, yeah, we have deep knowing in reverse. So it's like something that's going to take some time to sort out for you or this person. And this is also just like, you could be kind of going through a transition in your life right now. I think a lot of people are going through a transition in their life right now. So it's like, when everything's up in the air, take some time to really deeply understand what you want in your life, what you want to do, the people that you want in your life, things of this sort, and what's important to you. So I think that will just take some time. And it's okay to not know these things yet, but just for some guidance of like, given to passion, given to what truly fulfills you rather than short, temporary things. I'm not talking about that. Like emotional fulfillment. There could be an aspect of yourself as well. This is really a lot about like just Tauruses. Yeah. Okay, so there could be an aspect of yourself that you aren't really paying attention to or that you haven't accepted yet about yourself. We have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So yeah, I really feel like for Taurus, at least right now, a lot of Tauruses, this is a time of understanding yourself, getting to know yourself, getting to know what you want in your future, building yourself up, understanding these things, understanding what makes you happy. Okay, yeah. Because right now you could be separated from someone, maybe you're single, maybe there's just a little bit of distance between you guys, but I'm really getting this is a very active time for you. It's not like this is time wasted, like you're really sorting a lot of things out. We also have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So, like I was saying with this self-destructive behavior and for doing these things that might make you feel good short term or might look good or whatever. It could be kind of addictive to do these things. You could also be having some codependency problems with this person, like you really want to meet this person's standards. Okay, that card says spiritual practice. I can't really get it right now. But I really get this is a lot about kind of a spiritual transformation for you, or at least like an internal world transformation, because once you get in touch with these deep inner things that really make you happy, instead of these things like addictions or this certain image that you want, this is really something that's very deeply spiritual and you'll take with you for the rest of your life. So this makes sense that it's spiritual practice. We also have relaxation. And this kind of fell over for forgiveness. So I think with forgiveness in some kind of situation, on your behalf, on this other person's behalf, this will allow you or this person to become a lot more relaxed about what happened. Splendor. Okay. So this could be necessary that you have to forgive yourself for something, or you have to forgive another person, and this helps you to feel more at ease, and it brings you to more happiness internally, contentment. It really just looks like you're on like a big journey of discovering what makes you happy and what you need to cut out. Sometimes things will be good short-term fulfillment and it's nice or whatever, you're having a good time, you feel fun, whatever, and then long-term this kind of drags you down if you really look at it from a higher perspective, if this makes sense. So thank you, Taurus. I hope that this helps somehow. I'm really getting that you'll sort this out. It will be fine. It's just, it's honestly a good thing. It's like you're really understanding something. Like you're really gaining some kind of different perspective or different view of what you want, what makes you happy. And I think that this separation, if you are in separation with someone, this is helping to give you your independence, because we also have codependency here. So again, I hope that this helps somehow. I hope that you're safe. I hope that your family is safe and healthy, and I hope that you have a good day or night.